Hey guys, it's your boy Rod from DBZSHFIGS.com, and today I'm bringing to you an unboxing and review of the Dragon Ball S.H.Figuarts Goku Black Super Saiyan Rose. So this is the latest reissue of this figure. This figure was released back in August of 2021 at that retail $34.99 price. So this is one of the figures that you could actually find, if you're lucky, at your local Target or Best Buy or Walmart. You know, and as far as the history of the Goku Black Rose figures, the one we had previous to this one was released back in 2019, Dragon Ball Tour exclusive, this one right here. And that one was cool because it brought both the sword effect as well as the pink key effect on the back. And then other than that, the other time this figure has been released was in March 2018 for $65, and it's this one right here. And I think, looking back, great value for this one because it included both the Rose hair as well as the normal hair, expressions for both. It included a Kamehameha effect piece as well as a sword piece for only $65, which is kind of crazy. Less than double what this one's worth, and you basically get two figures plus effect pieces. So if you were lucky enough to get that one at retail, congratulations. But now for most people, I believe this is going to be the one that we all mostly get, right? So before we get into this, don't forget to check out my website, DBZSHFIGS.com, where you will find all the latest news, all the complete archive of every Dragon Ball SH figure art that has ever been released. So go ahead, look through the entire website, get familiar with the line. If you're new to it, welcome to the hobby. If you're a season-long collector, I mean, maybe there's stuff you could also learn. But yeah, take a look at that. And then also, by the way, you have until 11:59 tonight to enter the giveaway that was announced in my Dragon Ball SH Figure Arts updates, episode 3. So if you haven't entered that, go ahead and check it. Follow all the rules that I set there. All you have to do is be a subscriber, like the video, and then comment in that video what your favorite Dragon Ball SH Figuarts is, and then you'll be entered. And then just to note, this one is only open to USA residents, so don't enter if you're not from the US, but thank you. So now let's get started on this. So let's take a look at the packaging first, as we always do. We have the color of the figure, so we have the pink accented by the white, which is something I always do appreciate. And then this one has a silver sticker down here, meaning it's an American figure, and it has the Small Tamashii Nations quality sticker, which means it's a reissue. The original release would have a big circle here, so we just have one post up here and from what series it's from. So this one's of course from Dragon Ball Super, which, by the way, am I the only one that thought the whole Goku Black saga was kind of confusing? I don't know, maybe it's just me, but it was hard to follow at times. But yes, we move on to the side. We have a picture of the face, a little pose, his hand random. If you've noticed, they like to put like random hands or feet there. And then in the back, we have him posed up in a bunch of different ways. Looks pretty cool, to be honest. And then on the side, we have the name. On top here, just a piece of his hair for some reason. And down here, we have him post up, almost like an instant transmission looking thing. Okay, now let's get him out of the box. So here we have him out of the box and into the clamshell. So just in case anybody's interested what that looks like, here it is. How everything looks like. Pretty cool. Okay, let's get him out. So here we have the figure out of the box, and as you can see, it does have some shading in the paint, which is really cool. It's very rare to see that nowadays on a $35 figure, but I do like how there's different colors to the purple. You have a lighter purple going down here, but then like darker purple in the arms. Just pretty cool. You know, I think it looks really nice. And of course, you have his ring on there, none on this side, of course. And then other than that, I mean, I really like the hair. It's kind of like a metallic kind of look to it, which I always like a metallic look more, but you let me know what you think. And of course we have the Patara earring here, just one of them because he's not fused yet. But yeah, I mean, pretty basic looking figure, but I do appreciate that they did some shading on the figure itself. So as far as the expression that it comes with, it's kind of like a evil smirking face. And then here's the other face it comes with, more like a grinning, angry face, of course with the earring as well. And then we have this one, which is just nonchalantly, almost angry looking at you face. And then of course we gotta have a screaming face, like throwing a key blast type of thing. And then as far as hands go, it comes with, of course, your closed fist as usual. And only comes with 5 other hands in that. So we have, of course, what I like to call the Kamehameha hands. And of course, your right one will come with a ring and your left one won't. And then this one is the martial arts hands that I like to call. Of course, the ring as well. And then for the right hand only, you have 2 fingers sticking out. So that's like instant transmission fingers. So that's pretty cool. Not a whole lot going on there, to be honest. So, I mean, if you're new to the line, also, the way to change the faces on this is you pull out this front of the hair, right? That should come right off pretty easily. Then you pull off the face that it currently has. And then you grab whatever face you want to put on there. You stick into those pegs. And then you grab the top of the hair. And you put that back in. And that's basically it. So now we're gonna move straight into the review. So first we're gonna start with articulation. So as always, we will start at the bottom here. The foot rotates 360. You're able to move it, the ankle rocker side to side. A good amount. I don't think you would need any more than that. As far as the toe, you're able to point up this much and nothing downward. And the foot also moves downward like that. And then we move on to the knee, which is able to fold this much, which is a good amount, to be honest. Pretty good. And then due to his little skirt, I guess you might call it, there's a little less motion than usual because it gets stopped by the skirt there, but still a good amount. He's able to kick out not too much because, again, the skirt doesn't let him. So that's all you get from the kick. And then the back, that's all you get because, of course, the skirt. So there's a limited range on the legs just because of that skirt piece. And then we move over to his waist. He's able to rotate 360 very easily. And then if you wanted to, you could also rotate the top, move it side to side, which is pretty good. Able to lean whichever way you want. Lean forward a little, lean backward a little, not too much. And then we move on to the arms. We have the handy dandy shoulder piece here, which rotates with the shoulder, as you can see. So that's cool. But yeah, able to rotate 360. As far as the butterfly joint, it's able to go this much in, which is honestly not that much. And then you're able to rotate that far out. And then you're able to spin at the bicep 360, and the elbow folds about this much comfortably. And then other than that, the wrist 360, and you're able to fold in the fist in and out. So pretty basic stuff nowadays. And then the head is able to not look up at all, but he's able to look down quite a bit. He's able to touch his chest and spin 360. So yeah, I mean, basically what can I say is, in terms of articulation, it's worse than basic just because of this skirt piece. So it gets less range of motion in the legs. Everything else is basically the same as you would get with any other $34.99 figure. So honestly, articulation, just because it does have those hindrances, I would have to give it a 3. So next up, we're gonna move over to accuracy, and I'm gonna pop up this picture right here just for you to be able to see what I'm referencing. So I know it's only from like this side up, but I mean, to me, even the ring matches. I like how this part of the gi is a different color than the darker inside. Even the hair, I mean, the hair is gonna be the most subjective part because like I said, I like the way it looks, but you might like a more translucent look to it. But to me, it's perfect. The ring matches, it's perfect. I mean, the earring matches. So to me, this is a straight up 5, honestly. Looks really nice, really perfect. I don't think I would change much to it in terms of its look. So if you do like the character, this is a really nice representation of the character. At the $35 mark, I think it's a must get for you if you really like it. Next up, we're gonna move to price to plastic ratio. So this one's gonna be a bit tough because, again, if you missed it earlier, it comes with the figure, 3 other faces, and 5 extra hands, and that's it. That's it. You don't get nothing more. Compared to like a Frieza at the $35 mark, how many items that one gets compared to many other figures that come out at $34.99. I mean, I feel like it's very bare bones. If you go back to the clamshell, you can see how empty that clamshell is. They could have added something else. They could have added maybe more expressions, more hands. I mean, at the very least, I'm saying, because it looks very empty. So to me, that's going to be a 2 on the price to plastic ratio. Just being objectively fair, I think that's what the score should be. Next up, we're going to move to scale. So scale, for this one, should be easy. He's a copy clone of Goku. So here we have our handy dandy Goku Saiyan raised on Earth. And we're going to stand them right next to this guy. And they should be the same height since, you know, they're clones. And of course, we're gonna look at the heads. So here is the top of his head. Here's the top of his head. Makes sense to me. I thought it would be. So easy 5. And then last but not least, we have the most subjective rating here, which is shelf presence. So again, if you don't know, shelf presence is basically just like, how cool does this figure look on your shelf? And I say it's subjective because we, meaning me and you, may not like the same things. You may like cute looking figures. I mean, like really cool, grungy looking figures. So, you know, it depends on you, right? For me, although I do think it's a cool looking figure, I don't necessarily have a strong connection to the character. I don't necessarily think he looked like as cool as other characters. So for me, I'm gonna give it a 3 on shelf presence because it's just somebody I would just have there, and there's nothing much going on. The thing that I like is the hair. It stands out. It's pink. It's nice metallic, but that's pretty much it. Nothing much going on with this. No effect pieces, no key blast, nothing like that. So straight up 3. Goku Rose gets a cumulative score of 3.6 out of 5 for me. You know, you let me know what you think, or even better, you could go on to DBZSHFIGS.com, and right now you could enter your own scores on each of the categories I mentioned, and then that way the whole community gets their input in there, and we get a combined cumulative community score. So go ahead, check that out, enter your score. What do you think? But yeah, I mean, personally, I think if you really, really like the character, this is the best option for you because it's gonna be expensive to get any other version of the figure. And I also don't foresee a new one anytime soon, to be honest. So this is the best one that we have at a reasonable price, $35, you know. I'm gonna leave a link to Amazon. Currently, it's on pre-order. You'll get it by hopefully the end of the year. So if you really want this, check this out. I'll leave the link below in the description. So yeah, take care.